Hello everyone. Can we just talk about Sess for a second? This is easily one of the best maps in Populous, and I know that's a controversial thing to say, but it's true. And if it wasn't true, it wouldn't be the most popular map. So if you hate this map, I get that there's really annoying things about it, and it's very different from traditional Populous. One of the things that really defines traditional Populous is the priority of your clicks. There's always so much to do in a game. There's always way more to do than you can possibly be clicking. That a lot of what differentiates the pro players is simply the priority of their clicks, not that anybody clicks dramatically faster than anybody else. Though, of course, clicking faster does help too. But you'll never be able to click as fast as you need to be able to click every click that needs to be clicked. However, on Sess, that's not the case. There is enough time to make all the clicks that need to be clicked. And that's a very different type of environment than most pro players are used to. Everyone knows how important the shaman is on Sess, in specifically shaman dueling. There is a tremendous amount of shaman dueling, almost as if it's a shaman arena, at least during the early game. Because of this, the map gets a reputation for being all about tactics, the fine details and the skill work and the timing of your blast trick and the minutia of the battle. And Sess absolutely excels at this, and nobody would disagree on that point. But it often gets a reputation that because of that, it's not about strategy and thinking at all. Of course, you don't have the creative maneuvers that you would see on Four Walls, Continental Division, or a game of Narrow Passage without Backdoor. But just because land bridge is off doesn't mean there's no strategy. Unfortunately, the map has gotten a reputation for the cut being the best strategy, which makes the games incredibly slow and boring. So much of Sess is about knowing when to hold, when to push, and when to retreat. And more often than not, simply holding the line is the best decision. One of the most surefire ways to be able to hold the line is to use a cut. But it's definitely not always the best decision to dig in to hold so firmly that you don't even have the opportunity to advance. What I think most people are intending to do is a split. Rather than cutting off the land and stopping all the action entirely, a split removes one of the allies from the game. This allows unfeathered doubling of the other ally. This can be incredibly frustrating to face, so you need to be prepared for it well in advance. At all times, you need to have an emergency flatten cast in your arsenal, and maybe even two. Remember how quickly a game can change on Sess, and understand that even a small streak of bad luck can completely turn a game. The most important part of your strategy is simply knowing when to push, when to hold, and when to pull back. Always defaulting to a cut and causing a hold may be what a match calls for at a certain time, but it definitely isn't always the right decision. You will need troops, but remember the combat triangle. Fire warriors beat shamans, warriors beat fire warriors, and shamans beat warriors. The game starts out all about the shaman. So to counter shamans, you need fire warriors. Then, as the fire warrior count escalates, you'll need warriors. When the warrior count gets overwhelming, you'll need firestorm. And to survive firestorms, you're going to need a lot of towers. You cannot afford to kill even a single tree. Expand aggressively, but don't overbuild. Maintain a defense and keep expanding it. Have an exact plan for where you flatten when you need a new fire warrior hut. Flatten elsewhere to expand with huts so that your new fire warrior hut location is always planned in advance. If you run out of fire warriors, you lose. Don't be afraid to retreat, and don't overextend. You don't have to throw a Hail Mary, but you should try to penetrate. Expand as fast as your wood supply will allow, and backdoor when the time is right. Thanks for watching.